Hey guys, Sonia here. Okay, so we had good luck on our penny hunt at Michael's. Well, I should say we had good luck, then it sort of flickered into craziness, and then we called corporate and all was resolved, and they were very unhappy employees, but I was a very happy consumer. Yes, we found our best find. Yeah, we found 38 items. Then I get up there and there's an older lady and then a younger girl checking out, and I got the younger girl, and so she's scanning stuff and she's like, holy cow, these are a penny. And I was like, yeah, isn't that awesome? And the older lady's like, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't sell those to her for a penny. And I was like, yes you can. Oh no, we don't sell things for a penny. And she's like, you have to mark it up. And I'm like, you have to mark it up? And she's like, yes, 20 cents. You can have it for 20 cents. And I was like, well, then I don't want duplicates. I was like, and did corporate change their policy? We've never had a policy about penny items. Okay, so I just let it go. I set aside my duplicates. They called up another girl and we're like, okay, you need to go look for these, and these. I was like, honey, I hunted pretty well. There's probably not any left. It's like, but you feel free to go do your job correctly now. And because I was a little ticked at this point. And crotchety old grandma, she still didn't even want to sell them to me for 20 cents. And then she's all mad because I didn't want all of them. And I was like, you could pay me considering I just did your job. You know, I was like, they're on the shelf. My understanding is I got them, I brought them to the register, you sell them to me. No, we don't sell items for a penny. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I didn't make a big scene. Got all checked out. Of course, I can't just go into Michael's and walk out. So I ended up at around $30. Got some super cute stuff. I will do haul pictures later. Ended up with about half of my items because a lot of them were duplicates. And so then I got out to the car. I walked next door to Starbucks. I got a coffee. I looked up the number for corporate and I got on the phone. And I was like, okay, I've never had a bad experience at Michael's before, and they just marked items up at the register. I was like, I've never had that happen to me at any store. I mean, I've had places mark things down because they weren't properly coded for a sale or whatever. And she's like, well, what were the items? And I said, well, they were the ones ringing up for a penny. I said, and they marked them up to 20 cents. I was like, my understanding is if it's a penny and it rings up a penny, I get to buy it for a penny. She's like, that's correct. I was like, okay, then we need to resolve this because I ended up not buying my items for a penny, and I ended up giving them a whole basket full of stuff that I decided not to get because it wasn't a penny. And she's like, okay, which store were you at? And so I told her. So she's like, if you'll hold, I'll call that store now and get this resolved for you. She's like, are you still there? I said, well, I'm in the parking lot. I went next door to get a Starbucks. And she's like, okay, if you want to get your stuff and your receipts and go back inside, we'll get this straightened out for you. I said, and I want to get the items that I found that I set aside for them and decided not to get because they were marking them up. She's like, yep, absolutely no problem. So she put me on hold. We got our bags and our seat and went inside and sat down. The cashier looked at me and I said, corporate's calling to talk to your manager. I said, I can buy those items for a penny and I do want the other items in the basket. So she called up the little girl, and I say little girl because this one and that one were teenagers. No, Jillian was the one who checked us out, who was really sweet, and Sydney was the one that they called up to go start hunting for other items, and I don't know old crotchety grandma's name. I didn't bother. She wasn't worthy of my time. So then the lady came back on the line and she's like, okay, I spoke with Mike. You should just be able to speak with him. He will get you all straightened out. They will refund the money and then let you purchase your items at a penny, and they will let you purchase the items that you found that you didn't purchase initially because of the markup. I was like, thank you so much. Have a nice day. So then I went and got in line and I was like, okay, Sydney, I need to speak with Mike. And so she paged Mike, and then about that time, old crotchety grandma ended up messing up this families order in front of us and had their total at like $5,600 and something because she coded something wrong. Yeah, maybe for a trip to Italy, but no, not to a shopping trip at Michael's will I pay $5,000 something. And so Grandma was on a roll today. I think she was so irate that I was back in line getting my items for a penny that she just couldn't function. Because apparently...
Grandma just did that on purpose.
Because apparently I was taking money out of Grandma's pocket instead of buying items from the store at which she is employed and ensuring her future employment. But you know, yeah. So Mike came up and he got the family in front of us straightened out, and then he got me straightened out. He returned all the 20-cent items and then re-rang them. He went and got the basket of items. He's like, well, that's not our policy. I said, your policy is that if I find it, I can buy it. He's like, well, but you didn't buy these the first time. I said, no, because your cashiers messed up and didn't ring them up, but I found those items. Now, if there's anything left on the shelf, feel free to send Sydney back to hunt some more, but I found those items, and since you messed up, I could call corporate again. He's like, no, that's fine. And they were such unpleasant people. Well, the two young girls were pleasant, but Mike wasn't too horrible. I don't know if he was the actual manager or not, so this was maybe actually going to take money out of his pocket because his employees screwed up, so it might affect his bonus or whatever. But yeah, Grandma, you need to go, I don't know, you need to smile and try to be happy, lady. So, hold on, monkey. So then he's like, so did you know these were a penny coming in? I said, oh yeah. And I showed him my list. I was like, I have a whole list of collection names that if we find them, they should ring up a penny. He's like, how did you find that out? I said, the internet is a marvelous thing. He's like, do you have a specific website or something? I was like, oh no. I was like, but you could Google it. But yeah,
it's a private website.
Like I'm going to give away my secrets. No thank you. You might do your job more efficiently next time and I won't get penny items. He's like, actually, my wife would really enjoy those things. I was like, just tell her to Google penny hauls. She'll find plenty of things. You put in the effort, dude. I put in the effort. I'm doing your employees' jobs. Get over it. I'm just wanting to give you a penny for them instead of asking for a paycheck. Drama. So then I asked him, I said, so what is your typical policy with this? I said, a lot of places will do grab bags. Some stores just let you penny it out. I said, well, I mean, obviously you guys aren't all for the pennying it out. So what's normal protocol? He said, no, normally we do grab bags. He's like, but sometimes they come down so fast and people find out about them so fast, we don't have time to get them pulled. I was like, well, it's my understanding that these have been pennied out for at least a couple weeks. I said, I'm kind of late to the party. I just found out about this pleasantness. So he's like, oh no, I think they were like a quarter or something and they just recently dropped. I was like, okay, but my understanding, but I don't work here, so what do I know? Oh, evidently more than a lot of your employees do. Yep. So then I was telling him, I was like, yeah, and you can search on YouTube for penny hauls too. I said, or you can just straight up Google it. I was like, what's really funny, I said, if you search for Michael's dumpster diving, he's like, oh, I wouldn't recommend that. I was like, no, personally, dear, I would never dive in a dumpster for anything. I might not even dive in a dumpster if it was real cash money, but definitely not for a product. I was like, but this one guy, I was like, he found cricket machines. I was like, and it was funny because he didn't even know what he had because he called it like circuit machines or something. So then he goes off on, yeah, we used to have a guy who tried to clean out our dumpsters and we fixed him. We now make sure we break everything before we put it in the dumpster and then we break glass on top of it. And yeah, I think he got pretty cut up one time. It's like, are you kidding me? You're that? I'm sorry, but if somebody's going to take the time to go diving in your dumpster, okay, why are you in the first place throwing away items that are in perfect condition to begin with? I mean, if you're throwing it away, shouldn't it be broken to begin with? Not, oh no, we make sure we break it. I don't know. I guess I just don't understand retail. Find a stinking women's shelter to donate these things to. Bring a little joy to somebody's life instead of just trashing perfectly good product. I don't get it. I mean, because if you're gonna trash it, what's the difference? Whereas if you donate it, well, hey, then you have a tax write-off. But if you just straight up trash it, you're not helping yourself or anybody else. But yeah, so we got 38 penny items, and I'm pleased with that. Princess had fun. She found some cute stuff, and then because she was so well behaved, she earned 19 cents. And so half of what I got, and then she also got to pick out a prize for $2 or under.
And
So she got the Barbie award that I think I might have just broke the pin off of. But yeah, we had fun. Now we're off to a play date. So yeah, I just wanted to share my penny haul experience. Okay, and Princess wants to say something. No, you can just say it.
I think that grandma girl just did that other thing on purpose. Thing she did when we were in line.
Oh, messing up their transaction? You think so?
She would have a point to have Mike come to her too.
So Mike would have to go help her before he could help us?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think she just wanted us to be last.
To wait, yeah, and then yeah, she was telling him how unbelievable it was that I was back in line and whatever. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Happy shopping, happy savings. Bye.